This is Mr. Trout with Wednesday's lesson. Let's jump right into lesson objectives.
We interrupt this lesson for today's important lesson objective. We interrupt this lesson for today's important lesson objective.
All right, now that that's out of the way, let's get started with Wednesday's lesson. We're only going to be doing one topic again today. We're going to be working more with order of operations. I don't want to go too quickly through this. Yesterday we did a lot with multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. Today I'm going to be introducing exponents in there. You won't be seeing parentheses in the problems. We're eventually going to tie that all together. But for today we're going to be working with exponents and then multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. And they're nice short problems. There's only usually two mathematical operations, so they should be kind of quick. But I want to make sure you're getting into the order of things. So if I'm working with this problem over here, parentheses, I said we're not going to see those. We're going to start with the exponents. So when I see this equation over here, I want to start with the exponents first, which is my 6 squared. So we have to remember 6 squared, again, 6 squared is not, that's what this does not mean 6 times 2. What 6 squared means is 6 squared is equal to 6 times itself 2 times. So I have 6 times 6. So if we remember our multiplication times table, 6 times 6 is equal to 36. So I'm going to put this 36 directly over here in the equation underneath the 6 squared, because 6 squared is 36. I can then copy down everything that I did not use in this equation, which is my 8 and my plus and my divided by 2. So now I have a new equation. And again, I need to remember my order of operations. This time I'm going to work with multiplication or division. I see that I have division in this equation, which is my 36 divided by 2. So 36 divided by 2, for forgetting how to do this in our heads, the easiest way to do is write that out. So I'm going to say 2 goes into 36 how many times? So 2 can go into 3, goes in 1 time. 1 times 2 is 2. If I do the subtraction here, 3 minus 2, I get an answer of 1, and I'm going to bring down that 6. Now how many times can 2 go into 16? It goes in 8 times. So 18 is my answer, so I'm going to bring down an 18 directly underneath this, and I'm going to bring down everything I didn't use before. But actually first let me just get this and move this out of the way. There we go. I'm going to bring down this 8 and this plus, and I'm adding up 8 plus 18, which gives me a nice answer of 26. All right, so that's the first problem. Before we go into the next one, I have another guest bad joke of the day.
What kind of car does an egg drive? A Volkswagen.
What?
A Volkswagen.
Volkswagen.
Yeah.
Get it?
Bad joke, dad joke. Not sure. More dad jokes. All right, next type of problem I have here. Same thing, but this time my exponent happens to be on the end. So I don't want to get tricked up here. First thing I'm doing is the parentheses. There are none, so we can say that one's done. Now let's cover the exponents. Exponent is going to be my 3 squared. And just as a review here, 3 squared is going to be equal to 3 times itself 2 times. 1, 2. 3 times 3 is equal to 9. So I'm going to bring a 9 directly underneath this. And then I'm going to bring down everything I did not use before that. In this case, it's going to be a 7 and a plus and an 8 and a times. Now that I have this written down, the next step, I can say exponents is covered. I can do all the multiplication division. So the multiplication division is just going to be my 8 times 9. And 8 times 9, we should remember, is 72. And then I'm going to bring down everything I didn't use before, which is my 7 and my plus. If we're getting a little shaky on this, just remember that if I have 72 plus 7, 2 plus 7, I get an answer of 9. Bring down the 7, and I get an answer of, that's a really ugly 7. Does pen erase? No, it doesn't. So 79. So 79 should be your answer for example number 2. All right, I have another dad joke of the day.
What do you call someone who gets mad when they don't have any bread? Lactose intolerant.
Wow.
All right. All right.
All right. And now we're going to go on to our third example. Again, parentheses are already covered for us. I then need to cover the exponents. In this case, my exponent is going to be my 5 squared. 5 squared is the same as 5 times 5, 2 5s. That's where the 2 in the exponent comes from, which is equal to 25. So 25 is going to be replaced directly underneath that. And I'm going to copy down everything I didn't use before, which is my 8 and my plus and my times 2. Next thing I need to cover is all the multiplication and division from left to right. I happen to have multiplication, but no division, right over here, 25 times 2. 25 times 2, I get an answer of 50. And then I can copy down everything I didn't use, which is my 8 and my plus. 8 plus 50, we get an answer of 58, and we're done. So now I have one I'd like you to try on your own. So why don't you try that one now? All right, we're back. What you should have done is cover the exponents first. 6 squared. 6 squared is the same as 6 times 6, which is 36. From here, we want to copy down what we didn't use, which is our 8 plus, and our division, divide by 2. For 36 divided by 2, that's the next thing you should have done. And if you needed to, you could have written it out as 2 going into 36. 2 goes into 3 exactly one time. 1 times 2 is 2. Subtract, we get 16. 2 goes into 16 8 times. We get an answer of 18. And then I'm going to bring down the 8 plus that I had from before. And 8 plus 18 gives me an answer of 26. All right, last example for today. I'd like you to try this one on your own now. And what you should have done is start with your 5 squared. 5 squared is the same as 25. So that 25 comes down directly underneath. And then you can copy down everything you didn't use, which is 7 plus and times 2. The next thing you should be doing here, or should have done, is 25 times 2, which gives you an answer of 50. Again, bringing down what you did not use, which is our 7 plus. And 7 plus 50 is an answer of 57. So those are all the examples for today. You'll have 6 problems to try on your own, just like this. The secret word for today is going to be flat. So make sure you write F-L-A-T. That's your first answer. Prove that you've watched this video. You get all the credits for it. If there's any questions or comments or concerns, make sure you contact me via Schoology or you stop by office hours on Zoom. If not, I will see you tomorrow.